Okay, so I met a friend of mine and she said she was getting married.
When?
And I asked her, she said next month or so, and I asked her, are you ready? And she was like, what do you mean by ready? Oh, we're live. Hi guys, welcome to Real Team TV. And on today's episode, we have something really exciting for you. Why is there a lot of expectation from men, as regards getting married? And there's none on women. Women just think, oh, you're ready.
It's quite unfortunate, no? Sincerely
Really?
speaking. Because why I say it's quite unfortunate is because the level of expectations they put on men are actually the reason why we have more mortality case among the men than the women.
So men are trying to commit suicide, kill themselves.
No, let me paint this picture. Now, I've always wanted to be in the midst of a lot of women.
Okay.
To ask them a very simple question. If you're a man and you come to your parents and then you notify them that you want to get married, the first question you'll be asked is, what are you doing? And when they ask you, what are you doing?
But why are they not asking the women, what are they doing?
I'm coming.
That's where I have issues, because
now they will ask you what you're doing or what are you doing at the moment. Now, what you're doing most times doesn't necessarily mean where are you working. Okay. Or what's maybe
they just want to know how much is in your account,
or what's the source of your money and all those things. But then most times it can actually mean, do you have a house? Do you have a job? Do you have a car? Do you have now all these things are regarded as the criteria for being ready for marriage.
Well, how about the women?
Now, why is it that women are not asked the same thing? Why is it that such questions are not thrown to women? Why is it that we may be dating now and then your maybe your understanding says that I must have a car before you consider me ready for marriage, or I must have a house.
I really find that thought so insane.
Why is why is it that such expectations are not? People do not expect such a thing from women.
I don't know. For me, I feel like a woman should be ready the same way men are ready. Because first of all, we're all humans before he became Timothy. And by the way, I am Adora Namani.
Oh, well, I mean, she's a regular face, and this is Vidora, media personality, and all that. I need to tackle this issue. Exactly. I was even so distracted that I couldn't even I could not remember to introduce you. But I need to understand, because this one borders on gender issue, and of course I know how women take this gender thing so seriously. I want to understand, what are women expected to have? What are women expected to have before you are considered ready for marriage?
Women are expected to have, for me, I feel like women should have the same thing men have. Seriously. Like, a woman should have a car before she gets married. She should have money.
You said for you.
You should have money as a female. You should have money, because sometimes, okay, I remember I always like to give examples, because, from examples we draw experiences. I remember a lady, I happened to meet her husband, at a table in a meeting with my boss. And so the husband just got off a call with her wife. And then he said, do you know why this man called me? That Junior needs diapers. Like, he was saying it out of annoyance. If she knew, and her husband actually said he was far away. That's the story he told her. I'm not in Enugu at the moment. And she called him to ask for money for diapers for Junior. The man was so infuriated. Like, why can't this woman buy diapers? Like, why can't she buy diapers? It is very unfortunate that women just think that marriage is a retirement plan.
Let me be very honest with you. I think it angers me most times when I see women heavily depending on men. I
am more angered.
Do you understand?
It pisses me off the most.
I feel that we have not done much to give women proper orientation. Because I had a very argumentative conversation with a girl. She was I think she was coming from the point of view that the reason why
she's an Oriako.
Of course, the reason why she has decided to be Oriako is because during the dating period, the then boyfriend understood that she's not willing to stress herself, that she just wants to be housewife and all that.
So how far is that going to take her?
It's quite pathetic.
Because the economy of the country or the nation, not just Nigeria, even far beyond, you can't survive on just one income. And how about when it's just a man who is earning 500,000? 500,000 is even
500,000 is
even small. In Nigeria, if you're going to survive Nigerian situation or the world at large, you need to be earning in millions. Now, how much more a man who is just earning 200? And some men even go through so much that they go to work every morning and they don't even get paid. And most women don't even consider this thing. What they know is, please, oh, they're going to, and then even so much that even some men even pay for their wives at Shrebi.
You know, I'm going to take us back a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to understand why these expectations that I just stated, why such things are not done with regards to women. Why are there less expectation from women when it comes to marriage?
Someone said because they're fragile. I don't take that.
What kind of fragile?
Someone said because they're fragile.
Are men not fragile?
But really, like, if you look at it, men are actually very fragile. Men are so fragile, just that, the masculinity and everything, society has asked them to shut out their emotions.
Exactly.
And, become the man. But meanwhile, a lot of men are suffering.
I had,
right?
I think I was in a program. Was it a program or okay? I think I was having a conversation with someone. I told the person that the only reason why, when you go to many homes, you find widows other than widowers.
It's because the men have worked themselves out.
Now the men have died in silence.
True, died in silence.
Now, these are men going through a lot of problems.
I think men should be able to open up.
Lots of problems. I think at the end of this video, we'd also want to advise men.
Please open up, please. You can also call me if you're having
whatever you are going through. You can call Vidora.
Yes, I will be there for you.
Do you understand? Just call Vidora, okay? But on a very serious note, you need to speak to someone.
Exactly.
You need to free your mind. You just need to unburden yourself. Because one of the things I noticed that men die in silence because you are a man, and then when you talk, you are seen as a woman. Come on, don't be a woman.
No,
be a man.
There was this post. It's been trending. Cry and move on. I don't know if you've seen it. Just tell people it's just a very short. Better cry. After crying, just clean your eyes and move on. I think that should be the same advice that we also give to men. When you cry, even if you don't want us to see, just cry, and continue. But men are told to bottle it up. Be a man.
It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't let my husband do that.
If men are expected to have cars,
women should be expected to do
and all those things, I think you people need to start working towards having the same thing.
But there are women who make exceptions. But the exceptions are 20 out of 100.
I think the next topic that I'm going to treat on this particular page and channel is, why is it that whenever a woman has attained some level of financial independence, she feels she no longer needs a man?
And that's when she needs a man the most.
Do you understand? That's another topic for another.
That's when she needs a man the most.
Because that's basically what is happening in our society today.
Sure. We have a lot of women. We have a lot of women who have reason, but they feel like, oh, my boyfriend is broke. But that's when you're supposed to, help lift this man, because you've been helped by somebody, obviously.
There is this thing about our society today. When a man attains some level of financial independence, he looks for a woman.
Yes.
Do you understand? Because a woman completes the joy of that affluence. But when a woman has attained some level of financial independence, I
think this is caused by the wokeness, but that's another topic for another day.
I think we're still going to return back and trash
exactly. We need to trash. For
now, please
tell us,
viewers, I want to maybe I am being too maybe I'm being too critical, or maybe I'm being too forward, or maybe I'm against feminism.
But no, that's not. You're not being against feminism.
I don't know.
I don't even know what feminism is.
So I don't want to talk about that feminism for now. I don't want to go into that topic.
But I'm a feminist though.
I want to understand why a woman can comfortably walk to a man and say, before you marry me, you have this, you have that. But that person talking don't even have a shoe of her own.
She didn't buy any.
Even the phone she's using is not even hers. It was gotten by a man. So I want to understand.
But then,
why are these expectations?
We're not also against the fact that men are providers. We're not against that. We just want a society where women can also provide for themselves. When there is no man, in a situation where there is no man, you should be able to provide for yourself, Abby. We're not taking out. No, I'm not. I don't want to sound very. I don't want to sound like somebody like a broken record, but men are also supposed to be providers. But where we're not striking the balance is men provide everything from top to bottom.
That is which is exactly what is going on now.
And it shouldn't be that way. Just like for our Christian brothers and sisters. The part in the Bible, the Proverbs said to one woman, we find out that her husband was very comfortable at the gates, boasting about his wives. But I don't know why women of our generation don't want to be that same way. What?
You are in a better position to tell us. That's why you're here. You will tell us why it is so.
Why it is so? Why women?
You tell us why it is so.
Why women are not?
Why some women are so comfortable being a complete dependent? You are depending completely on a man.
I'm not like that.
You're not like that.
Okay. Not like that, and that's why I can beat my chest and say, "Women, go get something."
Let's not go to that part, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not go to that part, so we don't end up revealing. So we don't end up revealing some certain things.
Revealing what?
But there's no problem. There's no problem. So, please, we would also want to hear your own opinion about this topic.
Yes.
Why are there so much expectations from men and less
on women?
There's less expectation.
That's if there's
less
any.
Or no expectation.
There are no expectations of women.
From women.
Yeah.
I want to understand. Is it maybe because that's the way our society has been structured, or maybe something that we enkindled on our own? We want to understand.
We're better into.
We want to understand, the cause for this expectation. Remember to share this video.
Subscribe,
remember to
please.
also comment, subscribe,
and give a thumbs up as well.
Try as much as possible to also be active. Okay, follow us on our different social media platforms: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Real Team TV. And you can also follow.
Don't forget to follow me on IG at fedora.creator and on Facebook at Precious Adora Namani.
So we're going to be returning. We're going to be returning for a different explosive topic. So for now, say goodbye.
Bye.
Take care of yourselves.